Hello students. So we move on to the part 3 of our lesson on ratio and proportion. So we are in exercise 7.3 ML Agrawal's book, and this is my first video, and this is going to be a very important video lesson because in ICSE you will see most of the question comes from these properties of proportion. So I have already made two parts. You can see first part where I have explained duplicate, subduplicate, triplicate, subtriplicate. So that was an introduction. Second, we had mean proportion, third proportion, fourth proportion, continued proportion. So there also some question comes in ICSE, but majority of the question, if you see, they come from what we called componendo and dividendo. So I'm going to explain to you this, and I'll do 4-5 sums on this. And this may be my first video on this topic, but I think it will be followed by 2 more minimum, because most of the question in ICSE comes from this particular property of proportion. So here we start. So you may have 2 more. See my part 4 and part 5. Then some other question is there that will go to part 6. So this part 3, 4, 5 you must see if you are preparing for ICSE. Okay. And first I'll solve all the ICSE questions. So some properties of proportion. See here, there is something called invertendo. So you know when two ratios are equal, they are said to be in proportion. So invertendo means just take the reciprocal. A by B is equal to C by D. So just take reciprocal. B by A is equal to D by C. So you can take this, you take to this side, this comes over here. So like cross multiplication, this goes up, this comes down, or so this is what we call invertendo, where we get the reciprocals of the ratio are equal. Next, alternando. Alternando, what we do, children, you see we interchange this here. C comes here and B goes there. So this is called alternando. We change the numerator from here with denominator, and denominator goes up. So A by C is equal to B by D. Now we come to the most important things. So individually they are not important, children. This componendo and dividendo is very, very important for ICS. Okay, in fact they mention that using this property solve the following questions. So let us see what is a componendo. So if you know A by B is equal to C by D, one proportion is given, add 1. Okay, so what do you get, children? A plus B by B is equal to C plus D by D. This is what is called componendo. Dividendo, what you do, children, you subtract 1. You subtract 1 from the given two sides. Okay, so we get A minus B by B, C minus D by D. So individually, as I told you, they are of very less significance and importance. But this property, what we do see over here, let this be equation 1, let this be equation 2, dividing, okay, equation 1 by equation 2. See what do we get? A plus B by B. So left with left we divide A minus B by B, this divided by this divided by this. So what do we get, children? You will see this division becomes multiplication. This BB will cancel. This D goes up and this cancels. So finally we have one very, very important result, is that when two ratios are equal, when A by B is equal to C by D, then A plus B is See here, this is my original ratio. A plus B, numerator plus denominator, and listen here children, A minus B. This is A minus B, not B minus A, A plus B. So this is our original ratio I'm writing here. A by B is equal to C by D. So this is my proportion, because this is property of proportion when two ratios are equal. So I wrote both the ratios. So left side you see A plus B upon A minus B is equal to C plus D divided by C minus D. So C comes first, A comes here. Once more, if a given proportion is A by B is equal to C by D, then this is called componendo and dividendo. A plus B upon A minus B should be equal to C plus D upon C minus D. This is the proof. So proof is generally not required. So I'm going to do at least 4-5 questions on this. And as I told you, my next two part 4 and part 5, I'll try to do more 4-5 questions in each part of my video session. So kindly pause the video and copy. And this, as I told you, is very important topic in our ICSE syllabus. So here I take two solved example. So generally I don't do solved example, but sometime when the question is nice, I'm doing, then I'll try to do 2-3 unsolved example based on this. So see here what this question says. A by B is equal to C by D. So this is given. We have to prove this. So see what we do. We have this ratio. First step, we multiply it both side of the proportion. We have to get 3 by 5. So there are some small tricks, children. So you have to learn all this. Okay, so in any proportion both side you can multiply and divide by same thing. See, you can cancel. Okay, so finally what do we get, children? Is 3A by 5B is equal to 3C by 5D. Now by C in short, by componendo and dividendo. So I'll write, you don't write in short, I'll write by C and D just to save time and space. Okay, so you write by componendo and dividendo, don't write by C and D. I am writing because I have less time and space over here. So by componendo and dividendo, see what happens. As I taught you, numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator should be equal to numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator. So we multiply by 3 by 5 both the side, then we take what I told you is the most important thing here, and this topic is your componendo and dividendo. Next 10-15 sum I'm going to do on that. Sometime we apply componendo and dividendo 2 times in a sum. We'll come to that maybe in the next video lesson. Now you see, did I get this? No, you see this is invertendo, just the opposite. One property I taught you. This was componendo and dividendo. Numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator, numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator. So I take invertendo. So you can write by invertendo. What happens, children? This gets inverted. 3A minus 5B by 3A plus 5B, 3C minus 5D by 3C plus 5D. This is what we had to prove, children. So I got it. So once more we use componendo and dividendo. Componendo and dividendo. Okay, by componendo and dividendo. So next time onward, as I said, I will write by C and D. So this was first solved example of Amel Agarwal's book. So this was ICSE 2000. Now next I go to the third solved example, which is ICSE 2003. It is just the opposite, children. You see here something like this, we get this. Here from this I have to prove this. Okay, so let us see how we do. So in this situation, here also we applied componendo and dividendo. Here also we will apply. Let us see, okay, what we do by C and D. We add the numerator plus the denominator. Okay, numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator. Okay, so this side also, children, same thing, numerator, this is 3a. Acha, before we apply, you see, first we had to take alternando. So first step, children, because here this is CD, okay, so first this will come here. So what do you see, what I do over here? First step is this should come over here and this will go there. So as I was telling you, there is a property called, this was called invertendo, and there is something called alternando. So before I apply C and D, componendo and dividendo, by alternando, what happens, children? This comes here, because see, AB should come, and generally positive is up, negative is down. I mean this in the middle of these two. 3C plus 4D, 3C, this goes there, 3C minus 4D. Now we apply by componendo and dividendo. What happens? 3A plus 4B, numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator. So same side, same thing we do here, children, numerator plus. So the more practice you do maths, more faster you will be able to do. Got it? Now, so when you open the bracket, see what happens. 3a, so plus there is no problem, children. Okay, plus there is no problem, this will cancel, minus, see what will happen, this becomes minus and this becomes plus, so this will cancel. So same thing over here. Okay, this cancels in the numerator, but denominator, so D cancels here, but if you see denominator, C will cancel. So ultimately, one big trick I'll tell you, children. It's equal to sign is there put in place. Generally, when you apply componendo and dividendo, one trick you will see what is left. Here 6a. It is twice the first term. What is left here is 8b. So please show this step, but I am telling you this after doing componendo and dividendo. B term cancels in numerator, A terms cancel in denominator. So what is left in numerator is twice the first term of this, and denominator is twice this. So this is 6a, 8b, and here it is 6c by 8d. So see, 6c by 8d. So here you see twice this upon twice this. So this is shortcut just to see whether you got it right or not, but you have to show this working. This carry marks, children. So I told you in short, here by after componendo and dividendo, this is twice the first term by twice the second term, twice the first term by twice the second term. But that is just to verify. You cannot skip this two step. This carries mark by componendo, this plus this minus this, you will get 1 mark here. So finally this will cancel, children, if you see. So finally what we get? A by B is equal to C by D. Okay, hence we have proved it. So kindly pause the video and copy. Then after this to solved example, I'll try to do 2, 3 unsolved question for you. So one small correction, children, you see here, I have missed out M here. So please see, this is componendos. Componendo. So M was missing. Componendo and dividendo. So make that small correction. Then we move on to next question. So we move on to the next question. So here we take part 2, which is ICSE 2008. So very first step, children, you see this is AB and CD. So A has to come here. So what we call by, I taught you alternando. First apply alternando, then what you will see, 8A by 5B by 8A minus 5B. This interchanges, if you know, plus comes here. So 8C minus 5D by 8C plus 5D. But you see, minus is up, plus is down. So again, what we do by invertendo, we invert it. Okay, invertendo, we invert it. So what happens? We take the reciprocal. Invertendo, we get the reciprocal of the ratio both sides. So this two step does carry mark, children. Okay. Now, then we will apply, children, componendo and dividendo. So componendo and dividendo, I told you in short, this will be twice this by, but you have to show here, you see here. So when I add, you see 8A plus 5B, one step I am skipping, plus 8A minus 5B. When you subtract, children, if you use bracket, you will see this will become minus and this will become plus. So you can use bracket and add one more step, children. Okay, I have less space over here. So I add, no problem in adding, children. No problem in adding. So if you see here, this term cancels and here this cancels, because when you take this minus this, so this sign will change. So same here, 8C plus 5D minus 8C if you use bracket, and this will become plus. Okay, so here this cancels. Ultimately what we get, I told you, twice the this term upon twice the this term. 8A 8A, 16A, 5B 5B, 10B. Here 16C by 10D. So all this 10 this cancels. So finally what we get, A by B is C by D. Hence we proved. So once more, you could have used here one bracket. Okay, but shortcut, I told you, twice this by twice this, twice this by twice this. But this working is very important, otherwise you will get 0. Now, so here you can add one more step. We move on to next question. We have to find x, so solve for x. X is positive, children. So first, by componendo and dividendo, see 2x plus root over this plus numerator plus denominator. Okay, numerator minus denominator. So numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator, and this side you see, you take 1 as denominator. 4 plus 1, 4 minus 1. So this side, if you see, children, this cancels, and here this becomes minus 2x, this cancels, and this becomes root over, and here we get 5 by 3. So ultimately, I told you, children, by componendo and dividendo, it is twice the first term upon twice the second term. So shortcut helps you over here. So this will cancel. Okay, so now we have to solve for x. So kindly copy, pause the video and copy this side. I'll solve and show you the final part of question 11 part 2. So see here, we come to 2x by root over 4x square minus 1 is equal to 5 by 3. So before squaring, what I do, I bring this 3 to this side, okay, and 5 comes here, because generally children, when you square anything, no, what you do, squaring both the side, see that root is only on one side and other terms are on one side, squaring both the sides. Okay, squaring, what we get children, 6x by 5 whole square. Why did we square children? To cancel the root. Square and root, they cancel. Okay, root means to the power half, squaring means we multiply, so we get x. Okay, this is the logic. Root is power half, squaring means power 2, so they cancel by power law. So what do we get here children? 36x square by 25 is 4x square minus 1. So what I get here, 1 I bring to this side, 4x square minus this goes that side, 36x square by 25. So what do we get here? I bring this to this side, or same side you can do, 100x square minus 36x square is 25. 25 comes up here, so we get 64x square is 25. Okay, so x square is 25 by 64. So x is root over this, you will get 25 by 64, which is 5 by 8. Minus plus minus, but we don't take minus children because x should be positive. Okay, so answer is 5 by 8, root over 25 by 64. So kindly pause the video and copy, then we move on to the last sum. So we come to the final question of this session children. ICSE 2009, very nice question on cube, you will see. So how we solve, this is given. So what we do, directly we take componendo and dividendo. Question is saying children, using componendo and dividendo, find a is to b. So as I told you, we add the numerator, okay, with denominator. Numerator minus denominator. Okay, numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator children. Sometimes I see children doing opposite, numerator minus denominator, denominator minus numerator. No, numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator. This is nothing but children, a plus b whole cube. This is nothing but a minus b whole cube, because this actually format is, if you remember, a cube minus 3a square b, okay, plus 3ab square minus this. So ultimately these two terms are minus. Here I get 125 by 1. So see the final part children, taking cube root, since I have got cube, taking cube root of both the side. Anything operation we do, no, we do both the side. So we get a plus b, a minus b. So here if you take cube root, so it will be 5 into 5 into 5, 1, 5 you will get. Okay, so one step if you wish, you can write like this, cube root means power 1 by 3. So if you wish, you can write like this, cube root means power 1 by 3. This is cube. So property of indices we use, we write common power. So now finally we have a plus b by a minus b is 5 by 1. So we get a plus b is 5a minus 5b. Bring a to this side and b to this side. What do we get children? 6b is 4a. So a by b can be on that side also, is 6 by 4. So finally we get A by B is 3 by 2 children. So your answer is 3 by 2. We had to find A is to B. So this was ICSE 2009. So I've given you introduction and I've solved 5 questions in my part 3 of the video. Next part 4 again I'll solve for 5 questions, and maybe in part 5 also I'll do the same. So please, this is very important. I told you, you take your time, pause the video, take a screenshot, you can play back, you can rewind, and go slowly, children. And as I told you, please, this is very important, and practice the solved example. See them, you will learn a lot of things. Do the unsolved example also, and first try to do all the ICSE questions. So thank you, children, for watching this video session.